Discipline is rare. That's the truth nobody wants to hear, because if discipline were common, success wouldn't be special. But look around you. Average is everywhere, and if you're honest, you might be living in it. 1. The brutal reality. Everybody wants to win. Everybody wants the money, the body, the respect, but very few people want the process. They don't want the early mornings. They don't want the long nights. They don't want the repetition. They want the reward without becoming the person who deserves it. And that's why they stay stuck. You don't rise to your goals, you fall to your habits. 2. Calling the viewer out. Let's be real. You've made promises to yourself before. I'll start tomorrow. I'll wake up early. I'll be consistent this time. But what happened? You hit snooze. You delayed. You quit. Not because you're incapable, but because you chose comfort over discipline again and again and again. 3. What discipline really is. Discipline is not motivation. Motivation is temporary. It comes and goes like a feeling. Discipline is a decision. It's showing up when you're tired. It's working when you don't feel like it. It's staying consistent when nobody's watching. That's what separates the winners from everyone else. Not talent, not luck, consistency. 4. The dangerous truth. Every time you break a promise to yourself, you lose something. Not money, not time, something worse. You lose self-respect, and once you lose that, you start doubting yourself. You stop trusting yourself, and suddenly, even small goals feel impossible. That's how average is built. Not in one big failure, but in small, daily betrayals. 5. The shift. But here's the good news. Discipline is a skill. That means you can build it. Not overnight, not perfectly, but daily. Start small. Wake up when you said you would. Finish what you started. Do one thing every day that you don't feel like doing. Just one. Because discipline isn't about doing everything. It's about doing something consistently. 6. Separation from the crowd. While others are sleeping, you're working. While others are scrolling, you're building. While others are quitting, you're continuing. That's how you separate yourself. Not by talking, not by dreaming, but by doing. Day after day. No applause, no recognition. 7. Identity change. At some point, it stops being something you do and becomes who you are. You become the person who shows up, the person who finishes, the person who doesn't quit. And once that happens, everything changes because success is no longer a hope. It becomes inevitable. So understand this. Discipline is rare. That's why most people stay average. But you don't have to. You can choose differently. Right now, not tomorrow, not next week. Now, because every decision you make today is building the person you become tomorrow. So the real question is, are you going to keep choosing comfort or finally choose discipline?